going on, people? Welcome back to the channel and a festive Happy New Year. It is the big game. We are here in the best place you could ever be. Also, Cape Town Supporters Club. Warren, how are you, my brother? I think this is our first show together, actually, for the new year, right?
Yeah, is it still okay to say Happy New Year?
I think it's good, my bro. I think it's good.
People are waiting to say that, so that they can still say happy and up and down. It's good to be back. Yeah, first one for the year.
Yeah.
First of many. There's going to be weekends coming up now.
A lot, hopefully for us, man.
There will be weekends for us, I'm sure. The Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. So maybe it's the first of many. But yeah, well, me, I'm always happy to talk football. Always happy to have you back and to support the club. And it's another big one today.
Massive game, like you segued into it, brother. Just to piggyback off that, look, I know a lot of people say that Spurs are rivals. For me, Manchester United is my rival. I grew up on a rivalry.
Yeah.
What is your best memory of Manchester United versus Arsenal? Because you've seen it all.
There's a lot. There's a hell of a lot. Okay, my big one. This is maybe even Premier League. This is 1990. At Old Trafford, and where the guy called Anders Lampard, and it all kicked off when he went in on a tackle on Dennis Irwin, and Dennis Irwin responded, and then
That's the game where everyone got sent to.
and everyone jumped in. There was, first flying and people shoving each other's necks and faces and stuff. And at the end of it, we won the game. We won the league that season. But they actually deducted 2 points of us and 1 from United.
Can I ask you a question?
One thing explains the rivalry as well.
Yeah.
That is,
Wouldn't that be the Invincibles, actually?
that is my favorite. That is obviously up there because we invincible. But I think that season when we were running away with the title that year, I don't think we even worried about it. It's obviously the Martin Keown, that was sweet. That was in the Invincible year. It's the whole Vieira team, Fergie, Wenger, that Arsenal thing is the big rivalry that the Premier League has ever seen. Just the philosophy of the game, the clubs and the players, managers. But yeah, that 1991 season was awesome. It's almost like it was our world in front. But that's tough season.
So if I could ask you right now, Warren, chairman of Arsenal, Cape Town Supporters Club, what is your favorite memory between Manchester United and Arsenal? What is your memory? Before we dive into the game.
Yeah, well, like I said, it was that fight that I did. And
a fight. You like the fight?
There's a lot of good. But I have to think.
Look, I do it.
Nothing explains the rivalry better than that, and that's why with this game, you always, even though United recently has been struggling and stuff, and we're doing quite well now, but even when they were at the top and we were struggling, the rivalry between the two clubs always been like one of the iconic fixtures in the Premier League, and maybe the best fixture in the Premier League, in the entire history of the Premier League. And obviously there's other Man City and Chelsea in this year. You got Liverpool United, but Arsenal United, but even if you speak to the United fans, we hate them, they hate us. It's a historical rivalry. It's teams that do some of the best teams and you just play ever. But my favorite game is still that one that's going back to 1990. The entire team. I don't think it's ever happened again. I don't think anyone's been ducked for fighting. Players have been playing off and time, but no one's been deducted points. Clubs get ducked points now for not balancing the books. We were ducked points because we were fighting with people on the field.
Do you want that part of the game?
Oh, I see. It's just not the same.
Do you want that part of the game?
I do. I think even my age does. I think the kid is growing up.
I know, because
I grew up with this.
Yeah.
And I think it takes a lot away from football. Football's a man sport. You can't be faking injury, and I just find it cheating. If you have an big enough. You don't have to cheat. So get on with the game. I think it was. I don't think we knew how lucky we had it. I mean, look at Maradona. I mean, how many times did it take that question? You know, you can't be into this. If you can't see them missing, you're going to get a yellow card.
Yeah.
It's just not enjoyable anymore. I think players are, and I actually get embarrassed. Not like
When
all
they-
players.
yeah,
When they
yeah,
need
sorry.
to be, oh my, he's an open it, but
Yeah,
players, when nowhere near the is. Now I find it embarrassing.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. But look, big game today. We haven't scored in our last two games. Are you
Oh yeah, that's right.
in our last two games
Are we live? Yes. Yeah.
in the Premier League? I know we had a good result in the Champions League, but are you a bit concerned in terms of our front line?
You know, I actually forgot for a second that we that we scored in the last two games. Because of the Inter Milan game. No, look at me. Okay, here's the thing. I'm sure I told you. From the beginning of the season, if we're going to win the league this season, it'll be because of what we do. Goalkeeper, back four, and the two.
I'll agree with it.
Anything in addition to that is a bonus. You can see how we're going about it. Trossard is having a purple patch, Sackers in and out. We can't decide between Eze, Odegaard. We flip-flopping between Gokiri, Merino, Jesus, and now probably Everett as well. Because the attack is, to be quite blunt, at the moment, is just not good enough.
I like the way you said that, Blunt. I love the way.
I didn't really, even realize that Trossard is our top goal scoring team. I think he's got 5 goals. He's like 20th in the list. You have to find each other twice to get his name, to get the first Arsenal. Have you ever heard of that in your life? I've been watching English football for 40 years.
I think Saka is after that.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. But we still like downing with like Burnley striker, like Al Foster and those. Now, if someone had to tell you, honestly, go back 2 years, someone had to tell me 2 years ago, Diddy, Trossard is our best, the most effective attacker. You'd say, no, go to hell, he's looking crack to me. How could he possibly be?
I get that one because at the,
And I'm a dissing doctor.
No,
I'm
yeah.
grateful for
I know that, but remember,
Saying something is not right.
we wanted to sell him at the beginning of the season. Let's start there.
Kudos to the manager and whoever needs to extend it. Imagine we didn't have, and then what? Now he's our top goal scorer in the Premier League. So look, the club is trying to rectify. I'm hearing rumors about Julian Howard is 80 million. There was someone else who's being linked with into the gun. Someone for buying really. Anyway, his name is Sky now. And we're obviously trying to get Eze going again, kick started. So unfortunately,
Would you start him though, Warren? Yes, over Odegaard. You know, we both, yeah.
But that's good. Look, to be fair, neither of them have done enough to actually. No one has done enough to say, okay, I'm starting. Because that's fine. It's the same with the striker's position. No one has done enough. That's right. If for example, my guy, Coker is the same for my shirt. If he did enough, then we're not having this discussion.
Having a conversation.
No one is deciding who's striker and we're going to vote and. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for that. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry for that. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, the fact that we're debating a sense that something is wrong. So to answer your question, a very long way of answering the question. If they Odegaard, I was actually wouldn't have mind even someone like he's not there with us anymore. He's in my need. I wouldn't mind him actually starting today. But okay, I'm not answering your question because you're asking.
No, you're right.
Let me give you an answer.
I agree with it.
Let me give you an answer. Let me give you an answer because I can't look flat now and then that's answer the question. Look at between Eze and Odegaard, basically for the number 10 position, right? I mean, I would probably, you know what then? I would start Eze. I would thought is also.
And do you think the manager is going to do that work?
No.
Yeah.
I think he likes Odegaard. That's why he made him captain. I think Odegaard is more similar to what he's a nice guy. He's the guy that when you're in the club and someone is going to feed some people, we're gonna go out to dinner with our wives, people collect 200 rand a week. He's that guy. He's not the leader of the team, but come on, yeah. So for me personally, I would start him. I would put the confidence in him and say, listen here, man, you until it gets to the point I can't play you anymore. You are my guy. Give him the confidence to say, listen, you start him today and for the game starts today.
Can I give you some facts? Can I give you some facts? Because when we played Bayern Munich, here's a starter. No,
Yeah.
when we played Tottenham, he scored a hat-trick. He was the first player to score a hat-trick since 1940.
Yeah.
When we played
And he remember that game.
and he scored, I don't think we scored that goal, that first goal,
No.
against Inter last night. That is a big
Also,
game for
remember when Athens came on as the start of that game, the Man City game. Remember early on, and Martinelli.
and then you guys are more than
That's
exactly. So that's my thing. What the
The other problem I've got, why and I'm not hating on that, this is what I'm seeing. I see it and I'm just telling you what it is. The problem I've got with Odegaard is that not only is he not creating, but he's also lightweight without the ball. He's bouncing off
you saw it against Forest.
and then the guy gets stopped, and I'm like, this doesn't
Warren,
give your captain.
how many times have you seen a captain get stopped?
No.
How many times have you seen a captain get stopped with you?
Don't get me started with that. Don't get me started.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro.
No, I mean, look, we've got a problem with it. And why I'm more critical of him is because one, he's the captain. Right? You the lead. The starts with you. So you can't be hiding and jumping out of that. That's one. Two, a different story like with both of these. He's only been here for 5 months. I would have been here for 5, 6 years. It's not a new youngster.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we got to treat him a little bit differently. He's our playing, we love him, we support him, but when it comes to choices, there's no friends, the buddy, you've got to be ruthless.
Yeah.
For me, I would put my faith in Israel and listen, you my man, go and do things. We know you good. Go and show it. I think he's almost playing like he's a little bit scared, a little bit intimate at times.
I agree with
I
that.
think it's like the shackles or
Yeah.
forget what the bandits and
Yeah.
just enjoy your football. Let the stuff come naturally to you. I just think sometimes he's almost like he's trying a bit too hard.
Yeah.
He's either ahead of the ball or behind the ball, or he's not sure what to do. Just you do your thing. Everyone else will do
Do you think that's the buzz of Warren, like, the Green Club is coming back now, so now he's holding back the shackles, but we want him to release it.
Possibly, could be a factor. Like you said, he's at a big club. I mean, at Palace, he was the big issue at the whole family. Sorry, I'm not specifically Palace, but he was the go-to guy. But at Arsenal, there are other go-to guys as well. And I think that can be an issue, a factor. And also, remember all major, the launch of him being signed at Arsenal and the drama that happened. His profiles are gone from years to day now.
Yeah,
Millions of people, and that, you're right, that is a factor. It can be a factor. But I think what gives you confidence is when he plays in England, you look at the combination of players in the England structure, the little give and go to understand, and actually understand one good player and another player. So if I was a team, I'd be almost leading into that. But look what he does in England. He's playing exactly the same positions as Arsenal. So just to calm him a bit down and then give him the confidence to say, well, there you go, you show me this. You play the same because somebody never plays the same.
Yeah.
And then like other things you can build from me. And then suddenly you are now okay, there's another point that we're gonna touch on now from England. And that's the strike.
I am coming there.
That's the factor,
I am coming there. So you mentioned Bukayo Saka. He is a franchise player. He got 300K a week. Are you concerned about Saka? Does Saka look a bit selfish because your career is there? Or how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the stories of the complaints. Yeah, look, he definitely, it looks like he doesn't have that yard of place anymore. In a way, that's the thing. He burst past and he smacks him in the fucking he's lost. That's the business. But I don't think there's any issues about him. It's like, I think what's maybe not helping him is, and this will be Volkeries comes and he's been playing, and Volkeries is making wrong runs.
That's my thing.
And it's making it difficult for Saturn, so you can see
Yeah.
the things like, and
No.
that affects Israel as well.
Yes,
If you got
I
Saturn here,
I agree with
Israel
you.
here, and you got Sniper, so if you got two, so after the three, then two is new. Now both is struggling, it's obviously going to be stuck, it's like, who's he going to pass to now? Who am I giving him, is it a given guy, my pass to you, my pass to him? How does this work? So it's going to impact him in a way, but I do think, we need to set a simple team, because I think we need to find out what is our 11. I don't think it's going to
Because of question, what do you think is our 11?
No, I'm getting is what the point I'm making is that whoever that 11 is, you got to choose, as the manager, choose your strongest 11, especially now business end of the season. Go with that 11, and when others begin swapping it out,
Yeah, you can.
so that it gives familiarity to factors. So now I'm always playing with Volkeries, and it is that is my combination I got to work out. It's not just going to happen. These guys are enjoying that. It's even more difficult. So I don't think the swapping in and out is actually helping anyone. To be honest, these players need a run of game.
Yeah.
So choose a player and stick with him.
And you're right, because you can see the way it affected Miles Lewis Kelly also, because you're not getting a consistent run of games. So I agree with what you're saying. But again,
Or do you think Sacking can do more?
I always believe in that.
Do you think based on his current performance, do you think he can give more? Like,
I always put the highest the level for Saka. I always expect, because for me he is our best player. Whatever is gonna happen, he is our best player. I'm not gonna leave him in the lurch and criticize him, because when we were in the dumps, Saka came through, Saka, Smith Rowe, and all of that. So but do I agree that he needs to be thinking about the team? Yes, 100%. Because he's been very selfish lately. So I'm hoping that Saka can do something and come, because we're gonna need him. We are gonna need him, because there is no one better. Warren, let's be honest, Noni Madueke is not better.
okay, that's that.
Trossard is not better. Martinelli is not better. You know what I mean? So he is our friend, that's why he is. So I'm hoping he's gonna come to work for us today, but I wanna ask you a question.
Yeah, go for it.
So we top of the Champions League, we top of the Premier League.
We guarantee that top 8 now in the Champions League.
Yeah, we can.
Here we go.
I wanna ask you, and I know you're gonna be very on the ground. And,
After silence, I can eat.
yeah, I know. So, do you think Arsenal can win a double this year, or a lot of people are saying we're gonna win the quadruple, or what? Where do you stand in terms of trophy?
Performance, like every season, is like the same thing with me. It's more about Arsenal than other teams. I think it's up to us, and we play our cards right. I think we can win all four. To be honest, the only team I worry about is PSG. Because they've won it really, and recently, and with defense, home and away. And the fact is that they've got world-class attackers. And the midfield and the teams to go. The only team I see are stopping us is PSG. So we've got the hurdle to go. And that's why I'm saying, what I was trying to explain earlier was the business running now. Maybe you're not going to have as much games now. We're starting to run out of games. Now, quarters, semis, and finals now. You got to know by now, okay? Look, obviously, there's exceptions we stop, even though but generally, the thinkness of the team has been there, and especially in attack. We got to get, we can't be stopping players in and out. It's got to be like, okay, again. We'll take you off for 20 minutes to rest you, and then that's fine. We'll get into play next. But I think what's going to count in our favor compared to last season now is that we're going to have, well, we're going to be disciplined as well. But I think there's more. I think that's why we put the balloon in on. Some players will go out in the field.
I love it. I love it.
And also with our attack as well. That is why we bought a Everett and we bought a Booker in. And of course that gets off on for me. But now we need to get this like a slow steam engine, a slow, but we're gonna actually play everything and they're gonna actually even if they improve by 5% every game, but by the time we get to a PSG, the team is again maybe. These now we're not talking about Israel now, but who's a bit concerned. Now we're talking about the Israel that's full.
Yeah, full.
Now we are cooking because we're gonna need that ammo. Like last year, I mean that home game, we were watching the game. And we just didn't have the firepower.
We didn't. We had nothing.
Defensively, we're fine. That's not boxy. That's attack. We're gonna have to. That's not so critical that the running actually stopped now. January is almost done.
No, for me, the running starts as well.
Yeah.
For me also, the running starts.
I don't want to keep this massive kicking the whole time. There's too many changes for me in the defense. It's nice to do the big squad, but I want to start seeing a bit of a sequel team now. So yeah, it's funny to go back to your question. I think we can be hopeful. Nothing because the squad, and I think the key thing is that about a lot of injured players are actually only coming back now.
But we have a full squad now.
For the first time this season.
For the first time this season now. So here's what I'm asking you, what are you looking at? I'm
hoping for and I think there is a real chance. I think this is a real chance. I think when it gets to this time in the season, it's all about momentum. I've listened to players in the past while we're playing United today, and I remember years ago watching a little clip of sports, I don't remember, when they won the treble in 99, and someone asked them, how did you guys cope when you were going for all three, and there's so many games in, and then this, that, he actually said players would actually prefer playing a game, an extra game they're playing. So when it came to the midweek game, for example, playing a midweek Champions League game that they could play, but then that there was one less they have training because they play. And they said, when you get into that business in winning momentum, all you want to just do is you just want to play the next game. Exactly. You don't want to be training anymore. You just want to play the next game. You don't know what your energy level and the momentum it counts for that. Just take to the next game and to the next and to the next. And that is what I'm trying to do here. That momentum that you need to start picking up. Not the crash, no, yeah, and it's all about momentum. You're going to see the games are going to dry out a little bit. As the first you get, because I don't have all these little meaningless games. And every game is cup final, not win. And you can always alternate one or two. But I'm going to start seeing if Odegaard, this nonsense of Odegaard is out for 3 months and he's crap, bang, he's suddenly in. That will come in. You mustn't allow that. So people mustn't do look what happens when he's come back. He's done buzz the horse again. He has done absolutely nothing to deserve his place, but would you be surprised if he's going to be in sheet today? Odegaard?
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
Because Arteta has his favor. That's the problem. What we want and what the manager wants is two different. So I agree with what you're saying, and it's a perfect segue to what I want to also a question was. Would you, how do I phrase this?
You're going to be awful.
Let's be honest, we have a Carabao Cup, we have a FA Cup, we have a Champions League or whatever. What are you hoping for the bare minimum? Because this team needs to win something, because if we don't...
Bare minimum.
Because if we don't, Saliba can go, Saka can go, all of them can go.
It'll be about that about it. That is the first and foremost reason about the premium.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I want I would say, okay, then I have to pick up the rules and but I think because there's now in Charlton Pocket, I'm thinking Premier as a bare minimum, Premier League and Carabao Cup. But after that question in 3 weeks' or I might say, depending on how the draw happens, Premier League, Carabao Cup, and FA Cup. But for now, it's two, a minimum two, and see the other thing is, it's not just about us, it's about the other teams more. And I don't think some of the other teams are everyone's running so let's do what Fergie used to do. While you down, kick you out of down. And we up and we start and we say on it. So let's do that now. We got the chance for it. Got a low factor disease. I don't know when that opportunity is going to come in, but absolutely for now, Premier League and a Carabao Cup. But like I said,
I'm also with it. I'm
and
not gonna lie.
if you ask me in February or March,
Because the Carabao
it's
Cup,
not going to get better.
just for
It's not going to
the
get better. If you ask me again, it'll only get more. Two can become three, can become four.
no, fair enough. Look, but we've spoken enough. We're gonna ask a Manchester United fan to come on and give him his thoughts because they won last week again.
I'm not going to come on when you're going to hold this camera.
Oh, yeah.
And are you going to ask questions?
Well, United played well last week. Last week didn't fit in.
They do the smash City last
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Come, sit. Come.
Oh, we changed.
Brandon,
Yeah, what do you want?
what's in the
The guy from United, he said he wanted to practice.
So, we don't
turns around.
how far do you feel coming to the Oslo? How do you feel?
Look, the Arsenal is like my little cousin. The Arsenal is like my little cousin. You know, I'm uncle to the Arsenal. So I don't feel any type of way. The thing about United at this point is, we're fighting for nothing. All we can hope for is what Arsenal's been hoping for the last couple of decades, is top four space. Because that's what you guys been playing for all these years. Top four, FA Cup. Top four, FA Cup. Top four, FA Cup. And United, right now, we can't even play for FA Cup. That's our band. Like, I'm not even coming here with any expectations. Nothing like that. Because we're internal right now. We have interim manager, Michael fucking Carrick. Sorry for swearing. What more can I expect of my team? Like that against City last week. Probably a fluke. Probably a fluke. Right? And it needs to happen. Like that guy needs to cut his hair. And he's not cutting his hair because United win 5 games in a row. They're not going to win 5 games in a row. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. We have injuries. Our board is a problem. Some of us players are problems. I don't know what else to say.
They played well last week, though.
You must stand over there.
They did play well. They got the formation right.
How are you feeling about it? Are you concerned about United right now because new manager bounce can be the difference?
No, they got two individual players. That's the way it's about it. I think defensively there's still problems. The keeper seems to back them one or two back. And I think City, the United is well to expose City's vulnerabilities there. They were quite lightweight in the field for last quarter. I think yeah, you was still recovering from a career-ending injury, so I think they did the right thing by getting in something. I think clever to play Bino and Toledo, so something to protect the back door. And also the back three doesn't work, so yeah. So I think they play the right formation, right players in the right positions, but people I mean not once. What's the one Argentinian? He's just so cool. He was sort of the same. Holland is the coolest group, and they didn't
But he was having them for breakfast, man.
Yeah, that was, I think, things got it honestly wrong, and it seems like the children, and one guy
Yeah, but that's why I think we watch.
United play well, we got it even created, more positive, more energy. It's not going to be easy, guys. It's not, the teams when they come so, in Liverpool, they fight for. They played with 80 teams. That was, and it's up to us to raise the thing, and that's, yeah. That's me.
So I'm gonna go on a limb. Prediction. Warren, what is your prediction?
I mean, I'm too low, I think safety could be the right thing. It'll be much more, I don't think it will be like people like last week danced to United or it was anything in. And that is typically the wrong thing. But it was anything in the whole time, it's going to be much more slow. You know what it is. It's going to be fast, back and forth. Sideways. That is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I would have gone to play for that. I'm not sure. And it will be a slow build up until we get into the final third, and then maybe, you know. And United will try to sit in with an actual double on. Yeah, but the outgoes
Who knows? No. Prediction.
Honestly, my honest prediction, I 2-1 Arsenal. I think we're all going to score, but we're going to be away. In the end, we're going to be away. That's my honest opinion. Honest opinion. Because I would have preferred losing last week to Manchester City and winning this week. But it's not going to happen. Like I said last week, to me, it was a fluke. Like Warren said, City had no defense. And that is part of your support structure. And if one part of your support structure is missing, everything just doesn't gel. You know what I'm trying to say? And if you as Pep, and now we know Pep, I could think so. You know? It's actually 2 weeks. And if you had Pep, who likes to 2 weeks, you have none of that defensive options. Like, you're gonna make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make a mistake. So, fair play to United last week, but I just feel like we weren't that good. Manchester was just that bad. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's going to be, I mean, it's not going to be I think it's almost
Warren, look at this.
You know, we play the man. We play slow with them.
It's literally
Slow. That's my
4 points behind you guys. And they were having
Yeah.
but they were still, you know what I'm trying to say?
They
were still up, having a bad season, but I'm still up there. Like, you can't discredit that. Like, I remember Mourinho. I remember Mourinho and Ole ending second to Manchester. Mourinho and Ole. Literally.
Yeah, so they were gonna sit here. And on that bombshell, people, you leave your comments in the leave your prediction, and very, very important, like, subscribe, and share. Also, click on Facebook and love, and leave us your comments in this video, because we will be there. And pick up Warren. Thank you, my brother. Pick up Cole. And let's go with DVD, and we are out of here.
Yes, people. GJMU. Yeah, I finished the football that side.